Good afternoon. My name is Kaspars Kroičs, and in this presentation, I will briefly discuss the possible future of electrical drive application into aircraft. Um, I'm a researcher at Riga Technical University. My research area is power electronics for different applications and also electrical drives and industrial electronics. And I work in Institute of Industrial Electronics, Electrical Engineering and Energy. So, as we see today, more and more vehicles are using electrical power, um, uh, mainly lithium-ion batteries to um, store the energy and then use it for driving. Although the number of electrical cars is growing, still it is not so rapid as it was expected because the batteries still is quite expensive and the driving range is not so long to replace the internal combustion engines. And the same basically is possible also for aircrafts to replace conventional engines with electrical ones. Um, hmm, So let's see how it is in case of aircraft. Um, um, of course, this electrical technologies not only contributes to the pollution, but also to different. So basically, the transportation is very large contributor to the pollution and CO2 emissions. And if we see here, the overall airplanes is quite a substantial part of these emissions. Of course, many people owns cars, so this is the main contributor. But the people want to travel all over the world, and then we can see also that the planes is also important uh, emissions. So this is the reason why several organizations setting the targets in the future that these emissions should be reduced also for the aircrafts. And some of these goals are quite ambitious. Um, uh, and Here we can see that there are different pollutions during the takeoff, cruising, and taking landing. And Of course, the highest power we need during the takeoff and during the cruising, the power is more or less constant. How we can reduce this pollution? there could be different approaches. The first one is turbo electric. Then basically we uh, generate electricity and then consume this electricity to power the ventilators, which puts airplane in the movement. Um, then the next stage is hybrid electric, when we also have batteries that contributes to the uh, uh, drive. So it means that when there is need for higher power, then the energy from battery is used, and it means that the uh, gas turbine can operate all the time more or less with a constant power, thus increasing the efficiency. And the also all electric vehicle aircrafts is a possibility that should be considered. So in a turbo electric case, it seems that it is not very smart. So basically, we produce electricity and then again put uh, the these propellers into action. So actually, we are losing around 10% if we just using the same shape of the planes, the same ventilators. So to increase the efficiency, we need to use more advanced propellers. For example, here it's possible to see that this plane have many propellers, and this is the way how to increase the efficiency. The next is when we add the battery, which can be just charged in on the ground, or it can be also charged from the partly from the gas turbine. So, and in this case, we are able to increase, especially it's useful during the take off, when we are able to increase the power. And of course, in that way, we are reducing the pollution. Um, and here also, we can use these multi-propeller systems, which again is very useful. For example, here it's possible to see such an airplane. When this airplane has two generators with gas turbine and 16 motor fans that adds additional that uses power not only from these generators but also from the battery. Um, and there is also some smaller planes. Mainly, currently, this is in the research stage that these planes are tested, improved, and so on. And the last option is all electric plane. When there is no gas turbine, all electricity is generated from the battery that is charged when the plane is on the ground. And there are quite a lot of small airplanes that already can provide the flights with such system. As we can see here, this plane is quite similar to car, so the battery has quite similar capacity. And of course, we have electrical motors and 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 there is, for example, another example. So of course, the the these electrical components should be as small as possible, and also the battery should be as light as possible because its impacts the it's more crucial than for the car that this whole system should be very light. And the benefit from this is that it's quite easy to design the airplane that can take off vertically and then fly as a conventional plane. This is very useful. But unfortunately, as we can see here, the lithium ion batteries, comparing to the petrol or the diesel in this case, is still the power and energy density is, say, 10 times worse. So this is the limiting factor. And as we can see, the better solution could be hydrogen because it have a lower energy density and is making all this system lighter and is basically with the current battery technology, it's not possible to build the airplane that can carry many people in the long distances. So here we can see that, yeah, probably after some time there will be some more advanced battery technologies, and then we can build such big planes that can go for 1,000 kilometers. But with the current battery technology, it's almost impossible. So this is the reason why in many research projects the hydrogen is uh, applied to generate electricity, and then this electricity used to generate force. So basically, we have batteries, and then this gas turbine is replaced with uh, hydrogen fuel cells that produce electricity, and in that way, it's possible to build larger planes with higher distance, travel distance. And this is one example where is used hydrogen with the batteries. It's not yet a product, but it's more for research and experiment data. So there are several companies that do this approach. For example, Zero Avia, they have also plans to build the larger airplanes with the hydrogen top technologies. But still, the hydrogen have also drawbacks. So the efficiency of the production of the hydrogen is very low. Of course, if we have many solar panels and wind turbines, then it's possible. But still, this is not very efficient way. The range is not so good as as gas turbine powered aircraft, and this is still quite more expensive technology, and also many other problems with regulation and so on. Of course, if we talk about the electrical motors and the electronics, batteries, everything should be as small as possible. It is important to integrate everything to shrink the size, and there is also ideas about the superconducting motors and drives, which really boost the efficiency, and in that way we can really get a high power in the small size. So there are exist um, quite a lot of experimental system. Can be concluded that fully electrical aircrafts is more suited for small planes today. Um, Hybrid system is with the gas turbine is quite promising from for middle size airplanes, and uh, more advanced battery technology or hydrogen could be the technology that really can push the aircrafts into the more sustainable way, how we can go for one place in there to the other one very fast, and also uh, um, reducing the pollution. So thank you. This was a brief presentation about these airplane technologies.